Hello, this is another crazy video because I haven't made one in such a long time again, and there's now a lot more to talk about. So we are at the moment having a little break, staying at a place called the Lazy Lapper in Michaelisburg, just outside of the town, and it's very quirky, so I thought I'd make the video and show you around the house at the same time. I've never seen so many mosaics in all my life. I'm still recovering. I have actually been sick with COVID. I did have COVID for a good 3 weeks. It took me 17 days to be able to actually get out of bed and do things, but it started when my neighbours were having a coal fire and it was out of control, so I immediately just assumed that the coal fire was interfering with my lungs, and I went to teach Zakele just up the road, one of my students, and told him about the coal and why I was coughing so much. And then by the time I got back, sorry, I don't want you to see me in the mirror. By the time I got back, the symptoms were getting worse, and then the next day the fever was really bad. I found it really hard to deal with the fever. Basically I found this place because I wanted to come somewhere where there was a wood burning stove indoors and I could sit nice and cozy next. It doesn't look very exciting, but it's so cozy at night time, so I miss those from Scotland. So we ended up here at this quirky place, and you can see how big it is. So it takes a lot of wood to heat this up, but I've never been so sick in all my life, I have to say. I didn't go to any hospital. I used the prone position, so I would lie face down on my belly, which helped with breathing. I just wanted to show you the rabbits, but at the moment there's only one rabbit out over there. There he is. And so as well as using that position and coughing myself to death, I actually had a wet cough. I know they say it's supposed to be a dry cough, but for my cough was a wet cough, and it was really hard to cough anything up. I was steaming the room with all of the herbs that we have from the garden, eucalyptus oil as well, and I was using pelargonium because it's known to cure bronchitis. So I used pelargonium with rooibos tea. I took a lot of paracetamol, more than I'm supposed to take because the fever was so bad. So yeah, I took so much echinacea, chamomile, peppermint, and I even had the diarrhea with it as well. So I think I had every symptom that it's possible to have. Yeah, and I was so drained. I would sleep for such a long time. I would just sleep and then wake up coughing, and since he had to do everything, I lost my appetite, I lost lots of weight, not enough weight for my liking. I wish that it would have been more useful, the COVID, if it had taken more weight off me. But it took a good three weeks off me anyway. So this is the kitchen in here. And so yeah, it took a good 3 weeks. So, and it's very hard to get to any of the clinics around here because if you have the COVID, they don't want you to go in, and then if you phone, they'll tell you to send somebody, and then they'll tell that person that you send that they can't give you anything because they haven't seen you. So it's like a vicious cycle. So I must say it was very scary, and now I'm just kind of recovering from all of the coughing and trying to get basically my energy back again. There's a lot of teaching I missed, so a lot of things. We went back to level 4 lockdown here in South Africa. We've gone back to level 4. So, because in this province especially, in Gauteng, the infection rates are skyroofing now. But I have actually managed to register for the vaccination. So I've managed to register for the vaccine. But for my age group, it'll probably be from the 1st of August, opening the curtains. So there are perfumes here. How random. This has to be the most random place I've ever stayed in my life. I'm just trying to show you all of the randomness in this place. That's the first aid kit. Too many bags. Some beautiful art, of course. Over there's a tortoise. I'll show you in a minute. That's the cockfowl crowing. He crows all day. He doesn't know what time he's supposed to crow. So we hear him a lot, but we're here there are monkeys, so they will steal your food. Then there are the chickens. There are tortoises. There's 2 tortoises, a baby one as well. And there are lots of birds. And what else are there? There's other things. So this place is called the Lazy Lapper. It's really not far from Soweto, if you can drive especially. And I'm here to recover. I wish I could tell you more, but it's left me quite breathless. So I'll just show you. Gauteng is closed at the moment under level 4 restrictions, so in our 3rd wave, so we accidentally entered the northwest province, I have to say, when we were on our way here, but the police excused us on the way here and on the way back into Gauteng, so thank goodness we found this place. This pool is for the summer use only. I definitely won't be using that one. The bath is warm enough for me. But there's beautiful woodland around, and we've been collecting wood because, as you can imagine, it's extremely cold in this place because of the size of it and the open nature. But here is a swing, which is nice and relaxing. Here, this is a nice bath. Over here, and we go out and we collect wood from around the area. It's easier that way. Just going to show you more of the randomness if I can. There is, I don't know if you can see it, but there is a fish in the tree here. Okay. There are little plates everywhere. And so this place here is the actual lapper itself. So it's called the Lazy Lapper, and that was one of the reasons why, apart from the wood burning stove, that I decided to come here. Because I needed to be lazy. For a little bit anyway. So I'm trying really hard to be lazy, but I have to say I'm finding it hard to be lazy. I'm also finding it hard to keep up with the demands from some of the parents of the kids. I'm finding it hard mentally. I never thought I would find anything hard mentally with the COVID, but I do. I'm looking forward to when I'll be able to go back now and see the therapist. So there's been a lot of looting and rioting in Soweto recently, and across Gauteng and KZN in general. So my therapist, even after I'd recovered and I'd been in isolation for 10 days, even after I was better enough, my therapist couldn't get to work because of the roads blocked by the looting and the riots and everything on fire. So and then the one at Barra, I may be seeing her online, but I'm not sure yet. So sorry, I don't want to break the gate. I might be seeing her online, but so I'm waiting to find out. But now is the time when I really feel like I could do with speaking to somebody, just because I've had like times when I've done a lot of courses. Which I'll tell you about when I'm less breathless. The scarecrow, but I just feel like I can't deal with my emotions. I know that's part of recovering from narcissistic abuse and having complex PTSD, but I really feel like the tortoise has left the house. Okay. Yeah, I really feel like when my emotions build up at the moment, it gets to the point where